Listen up, beautiful people. I want to take just a minute to tell you about our new hosting site, Anchor. Anchor is your one stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now, Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast. So go to anchor.fm/start and become part of the Anchor community today. And now, back to the show. Hello and welcome to Mafia Hits, the show where members of Bluff City Mafia speak passionately about the club we all love. We're joined today by Clayton France. He is the co-president and capo of Bluff City Mafia. Clayton, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I'm looking forward to tonight's away match, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this club continues to grow. I think we've seen a lot of development over the last 3 weeks or so, and I'm looking forward to see how that continues tonight.
So it's Friday. Does that mean we're going to get to hear your Chick-fil-A order this morning? Which is fine. You know, we all love Chick-fil-A.
No. Well, I'm actually not having Chick-fil-A today. I got to get to work early because I got to leave a little early today. So
I got
no Chick-fil-A today.
So Coach Tim McQueen has been a very busy man this week. He was on this podcast. He was on with Tim Van Horn. He was on with Eric Hasseltine. We're going to have to get him a bag of honey lemon because the man has made the rounds. Craig Unger was on Roundtable of Hooligans. There is a lot of exposure going on with this club right now. They are in the public eye everywhere you go in Memphis. How in the world has this happened in the middle of March Madness?
I think a lot of it is the club is doing a really good job of putting people in front of cameras and in front of radio hosts and stuff like that. It's definitely different than what we've seen in the past with soccer teams here. You know, people have flocked to Memphis 901FC, and people want the media presence in this club as much as they can get right now. And I gotta say too, I think a part of it's Bluff City Mafia. I think people have never seen what we do. They're not used to that in basketball or in football and stuff. And what we do is garnering a lot of attention, and that's garnering attention for the club.
Yep. So outside of a few minor disputes about college basketball, how is the Mafia doing?
Short of basketball alliances right now getting in the way of things, I think everybody's doing good. We're trying to prepare work on our TIFO for coming up games and stuff, and get everybody still acquainted with chants and songs and everything like that. We're still new. We're still very new at this. So, it's kind of like similar to the club. We're still developing and growing and finding an identity, and that's what's happening right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, and it's all a process, right? It's a process, but
right.
I talked a little bit about this with Coach McQueen this week, but there are, and this is going to be a continuous cycle based on on-field performance, right? But what is right now? Who do you think have kind of emerged as the Mafia favorites as far as the players on the roster? Who kind of stands out as the guys that people are talking about?
Oh man, that's a loaded question.
Yeah, I love those.
Yeah, right. Jeff Caldwell has looked great. Yeah. As a lot of us expected him to. Elliot Collier has also looked good. Rashawn Dolly getting the goal last week, it was that was a great feeling and stuff. But really they're all. Every player is a favorite.
Mm-hmm.
To the supporters group and stuff. And
Yeah.
I think that that's really been, I know that it sounds like a cop out answer and stuff, but I really think that that's been kind of embraced by the mafia and stuff like that. But no, it's hard to just sit here and pick one.
I heard last week that Lewis Bennett actually went down to the Brass Door to watch. I think it was the Liverpool match. So you could, in theory, just walk in and watch a game with a Memphis City player, which is a really cool, really cool thing to do. I'm not sure that MLS gets the same type of, access, I guess, where players are just like hanging out in different places, and you can go also just hang out with players, watch a match.
Right. I think you're right. I think there is a point to that where, an MLS player may be a little more discreet in, their day-to-day life and stuff. Um, USL players, while we love them and they are our guys and stuff like that, it's not like if, Cristiano Ronaldo were to walk into the street and everybody's got a camera out and is asking for autographs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I like it.
Um,
I like it better. I like the
I do.
access.
I like this much better. I like, the day after the CBU exhibition friendly and stuff, a couple of us went to Brass Doors to eat lunch, and Raul Gonzalez walked in with, I would presume, was his girlfriend or whatever, and like we just had lunch with Raul, and everybody just kind of hung out.
Right.
So I mean, it's people, it's this club is a club that, like, you have access to the guys, and they want to be involved. They want to be in the city and doing things.
Yeah. So here's one thing that has gotten some attention this week. So Memphis 901 FC goes on the road for the first time, and they get a victory, first victory. It's on the road. It's in Pennsylvania, of all places.
Right.
And there are videos from people we don't even know where Bluff City Mafia is marching through downtown on what appears to be just to the normal casual person driving down the street in Memphis. It's just a normal Sunday night. It's 7:00 or slightly after 7:00, and all of a sudden, like, you're at a red light and you can't go because 50 people carrying flags and singing songs are obstructing your path. Marching from one part of downtown marching from the Brass Door down to Bill Street, down to Silky O'Sullivan's. How in the world did this nonsense come about?
So, the city loves its ridiculous traditions.
Yeah.
And this, I think, definitely might actually take the cake for the most ridiculous traditions now.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're sitting there watching the match, and the club, I get a text message from the front office, and they're asking, how many people we had at the Brass Door, what's attendance look like, because I think they're just trying to get a general gauge of, interest right now.
Right.
And and so I text back the front office, say, hey, we've got 30, 40 people here,
but it kind of it kind of grew a little bit or whatever.
Right. And I get a response back saying, oh, that's great. We have, 40, 50 people here at Silky's watching for the watch party.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going, oh, okay, that's great. And so our other co-president sees this number and is telling some people around this number. And one of our members goes, we should go over there. And so as this is being stated, Parks decides to yell it to the rest of the bar, like, if we win, we're marching to Silky's. I mean, he screams this at the top of his lungs. I'm not lying to you. As soon as he got the word Silky's out, Dolly scores. And it was like, you could see the look of immediate regret come across his face.
Because Silky's is not like next door.
No, it's a solid.
It's like 6 or 7 blocks away.
It's a good 6 blocks, and for people who don't like live in a city and don't understand what a block is, I mean, it's a 20-minute march.
Right.
so, so by the time we actually got to Silky's, all the people that were there for the watch party had already left.
Yeah, right.
So
Yeah.
we just
Y'all just
we
bust
just
up
happened
in
to
there.
walk in. Yeah, we just march up with flags and scarves, and we're like we surround the bartender and just are singing soccer chants.
They're
The
probably
best
like,
part of the whole thing is, yeah, the best
what's
part of the whole
happening?
thing is it's like it's a normal like Sunday night for them. Like it's still a business night for them.
Right.
Like they didn't just close for the watch party like Brass Door did. So it's like people are just sitting on the patio enjoying their drinks, and next thing you know, like 30 of us come marching through the front door and are just ridiculously chanting at each other and at the top of our lungs, and it's incredible. So that is what's happened, and that's uh, I guess it's here to stay as a tradition. So,
Well, maybe
like I said,
so.
it's up there with possibly some of the most ridiculous Memphis traditions.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's good though, because all of that it talks about level engagement and love of a club, and the love of the club is solid, man. It's in there. People are hooked in,
Right.
and locked into this thing. It's not just some you know casual happenstance thing they do anymore. And so, and if you want to experience this, and it really is so much fun,
Yeah.
it is never too late to start.
No, not
Like
at all.
if you think that you want to be a part of this, look, we've talked about this before. There are very few outlets for quasi responsible adults to just just
To just let
to
loose.
just let loose and have fun, right?
Right. Right.
Even in our sports, a lot of times, even in our American sports, a lot of times, just letting loose and having fun is sometimes kind of seen as taboo by the other people in your section, right?
Right.
It's like, why
Right.
is that guy acting like that? He is 50
Right.
years old, you
Why is
know?
this guy yelling at other grown men?
Yeah, and yelling at the rest and all that. But in a supporters group, that's the norm. Like that's just what you do. And
Right.
so, and the idea of doing it all together, or the family, doing it as a family, we are collectively, engaged in this thing. It's never too late to start that. So, how would they go about the process of starting that?
So we are kind of going right now under the idea of give us one game, give us a game to see what we're about. And if you like us, then it's like you said, it's never too late to join us, whether it's the first game of the season, the last game of the season, whether you're there for one game or you have season tickets. Um, so the best way to do it is, like we said before, reach us on social media. Come talk to us before a match at the Brass Door. Come tell us that you're interested in joining us, what you're about, or whatever, and we'll definitely be sure to hook you up with everything.
Yep, that sounds good. All right, Clayton France, thank you for joining us, sir. I got to go get ready for a day full of meetings, and you've got work and stuff. You know,
Right, right,
nobody really
yeah,
wants to
work.
work on a game day, right? Because it is game day
No, and
today.
it is game day, and I actually won't get to be able to watch the game tonight because we're moving tonight.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
So
I should
yeah,
mention quickly that we are supposed to have a preview up today. Caleb Hilliard always does a great job of that, but he has been traveling in Europe and actually went to an Everton match, and we're going to get his. We're eventually on 901soccer.com. We're going to get Caleb Hilliard's review of, or not review, but like, here was my experience. Here's where I found the game in England, which, by the way, it's everywhere in England.
right.
But he's also back, so he is going to be writing a match review. And I should mention that we're a part of the Beautiful Game Network. Go to bgn.fm to see podcast and read stuff from all over USL. Clayton, good luck with the move and good luck with everything. And what is your prophecy or prediction for tonight's Memphis 901 FC match?
Oh man, Red Bull 2 look good. I don't know. I'm gonna say 1-1.
1-1.
That's
We'll take it.
Yeah, 1-1. I think is the real outcome. I would love to win two in a row, but I think 1-1 is more accurate.
Hey, all you want to do on the road is get a point, and that's a really good team. I mean, they're good.
They're a good team. They press hard. They press high. They gave Nashville a lot of trouble last weekend. So I think 1-1. I think to leave 1-1 there is a respectable score.
Yeah, same here. All right, man. Well, take it easy, buddy.
All right.
We'll talk to you soon.
Appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, man. See ya.
Bye.